Hi everyone. So I know I promised the other week that I would do a review on my new NARS Sheer Matte Foundation, which background story is basically I really wanted to try the Sheer Glow foundation. They colour matched me to Barcelona, which ended up being too light for my face. I went back, and NARS are notoriously known for the fact that in terms of their customer service they don't accept exchanges or refunds, unlike MAC, which does, or who does. But I kicked up a big stink in the Liberty store in central London about the fact that the colour was too light for my skin and I wanted it to be changed. I'd only used it once, so I told them, because she said to me, or the sales assistant said to me, oh well, what am I supposed to do with it now? And I said, well, you can use it as a tester. It's only been used once, and I haven't directly applied it to my face. I poured it on the back of my hand and then used a brush. And so, begrudgingly, she changed it, and then she colour matched me to Syracuse or something like that. And to be honest, in a lot of stores, their light inside the store is not that great. It's completely different when you go outside into the natural light and you're able to see it. And the thing is, both the times that I went was in the evening, so it was dark, so it didn't really make a difference if I went outside and checked it, which I guess is my own fault. But you know, when you go to a professional desk, you expect to have top-notch service, especially when you're paying, I think this is £27 for a foundation, which is a lot more than, for example, my Studio Fix from MAC, which is £19. Anyway, I complained online and I got a reply back from the brand manager of Europe for NARS, and she offered me a consultation with a senior makeup artist at NARS in the Selfridges store. So I went down there the other week and I explained to him the problem and blah blah blah. And he said, firstly, from looking at you, you have got combination skin, but you've got combination bordering on oily skin. So using something like Sheer Glow is not the best way to go, because obviously the glow is meant to give you a kind of dewy look. And halfway through the day, as the natural oils come out in your skin and whatnot, you're going to look really, really shiny and quite oily. And he said that the best one for you to use is the Sheer Matte. Now, I believe that the Sheer Matte and the Sheer Glow came out at the same time. I think they came out a couple of months ago, so they're fairly new foundations from NARS. And the funny thing is, the colour that he colour matched me to is Barcelona, which is obviously the first one that I had the problem with in the Sheer Glow. And what it turns out to be is that with the Sheer Matte foundation and the Sheer Glow, Barcelona in the Sheer Matte is a tiny bit darker than the Barcelona in the Sheer Glow. So that's something for you to remember. So this ended up being a perfect colour match to my skin. Now, I have to say, at the moment, I am loving this foundation. It is absolutely amazing. I mean, he did such a good job of doing my makeup that day, and he gave me all kinds of advice, and he listened to my problems, listened to the kind of skin that I have, that I said to him, I've got very, very sensitive skin. Like, at the moment, I had my eyebrows threaded yesterday, and I had my top lip threaded, and I've got loads of tiny little white spots that have appeared above my top lip. And it happens to me every time I get it threaded. It's so annoying, but it's because I've got such sensitive skin that obviously even ripping out hair, it brings them up in little white bumps. So I've got them all over my top lip, and I've kind of come out in a couple of... I'm not having a good skin week really right now, but they'll be gone in a couple of days. Anyway, I'm digressing. So this one gives you medium to full coverage. And I do have to say that after wearing this for 12, 13, 14 hours in a day, as I've been wearing it to work for the past week, because I wanted to give, as I've mentioned before, when I give a review, I like to give a decent review in that I've used it for a little while. I've not just used it one day for a couple of hours, and here it is. I haven't got it on my face today. I'm actually using something else, which I'll be reviewing later. And it kept me matte all day. And the thing is, I put it on in the morning. I get on the tube or the train or the subway or whatever or the metro, whatever you want to call it, to get to work. So I'm on that for about 45 minutes to an hour. And it can get quite warm in there. Then I go to my office and we've got central heating on, but towards the end of the day, getting to 4 or 5 o'clock, it gets really, really warm in there for some reason. And previously I've noticed that I start to shine. But using a product like the Sheer Matte Foundation kept me shine free all day. I mean, it was the first time I've never actually had to use my blot powder from MAC. which is really saying something, because I generally always kind of touch it up towards the end of the day. I put a bit of blot powder on to get rid of any shininess, and this, from using this, I didn't have to do that. Now obviously it is winter time, so when it comes to the summer it will probably be different, because the temperatures on the tube in the summertime, I mean, for those of you that live in London, I'm sure you understand, and I take the Central line, which is notoriously one of the hottest lines there is to take. When you go through Oxford Circus and that, oh my god, it is, if you don't have a bottle of water on you or something, you will start to melt. People start to smell. It's just, ugh. So I can't wait to see what it will be like when I actually do try this in the summertime. But the colour match is perfect to my skin. I'm an NC40, NC42. The coverage is amazing. I look flawless when I'm wearing it. It gives me a really lovely mattifying feel on my skin. It doesn't slide off throughout the day. It doesn't change colour. I mean, from the natural oils that are in your skin, foundations can tend to oxidize a little bit and they can change colour. I do have to say that I didn't find that with this. That is obviously just me. It varies from person to person, because at the end of the day everybody's different. But I really do have to say that I am really, really impressed with this. So as I mentioned, this is NARS and my colour is there. It's Barcelona Sheer Matte medium 4, medium to full coverage foundation, £27. It is 30ml. Now I've got quite a few foundations, so I can't technically say that, oh, this is going to last me a certain amount of time, because I always kind of switch them up, try different types, wear different types depending on if I'm having a bad skin day, a good skin day, you know, that kind of thing. But I do have to say that I am very, very happy about this. So for those of you that have got combination skin or bordering on oily skin or oily skin, I would highly recommend this instead of getting the Sheer Glow foundation. Now I guess it is up to you at the end of the day. If you want to get the Sheer Glow, go ahead and get it, but you will have to kind of put blotting powder on at some point during the day, because you will start to shine. If your skin is naturally oily, that is just the way it is. But the Sheer Matte is great. I mean, what I like to do is, because sometimes I do like to give myself a little bit of a dewy look, I have used this and then I've used a kind of a shimmery powder, like a mineralized blush or something, over the top, so I've still got the matte look going on, but a little bit of shine, like nice shine, like a kind of a dewy glow kind of look over it. So overall I give this 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up. And I will definitely be repurchasing this foundation. If you're ever around, for those of you that live in London, if you're ever around Selfridges, definitely go to the NARS counter there. They are great. The guy that I saw, his name was Ammon, so he's a senior makeup artist, and he was really, really, really helpful, and he's a really sweet guy as well. He was great. So I am very, very happy with this foundation. I think it's excellent, and as soon as this finishes I'm definitely going to be repurchasing this. So I hope you found this review useful and helpful. If there's anything that I didn't mention in this video, please feel free to mention it in the comment section below and I will answer as soon as I can. And until the next time, take care. Bye.